B, B as in victory. This is one of the classical phrases that you could hear from a classroom asking by a child, a learner, or a student. Think about it every night and day. Napakadaming problema ng ating bansa, and this is one of the problems of our country, our education system, especially in elementary public school. Okay, so let me put myself in a situation. For example, so I am a teacher in a classroom. If I would be a kindergarten teacher or grade 1 teacher, I would not teach my pupils or learners with a lesson, okay? Instead, I would teach them the sounds, okay? Can you hear that? Sounds. All right, so let's begin our topic. So, our topic this day is about learning the sounds with a mastery, okay? So, napakalaki ng problema ng mga eskwela na nakaka-graduate sa grade 6. Okay, let's have the percentage. Okay, let's have the be specific in our topic for this day. Okay, let's say there are 100 graduates in a specific school, and then panigurado, there are certain number of students na hindi mo masasabi dapat na gumraduate because their mastery or fundamentals of their learning has not mastered, or they have left behind learning or mastering those skills, learning the sounds. Okay, so balik tayo sa fundamental stage or key stage ng public school, which is kindergarten and grade 1. Okay, so dyan nagsisimula talaga ang tinatawag na foundation na kung saan matututo ang mga eskwela na pag-aralan ang mga bagay-bagay, especially the sound that a student or the student have to master as early as their ages, okay? 5, 6, and 7 years old. So, ang nangyayari, let's say, first month of the, what we call, kasi sa DepEd ngayon, may bago na namang, may iba silang term, okay? Dati, first quarter, second quarter, third, fourth. Ngayon, term 1, term 2, term 2, term 3. Tapos mayroon pang tinatawag na opening block, which the first week of the class is, no lesson at all that has been given in the class. Okay? So, kung ako ay isang teacher in kindergarten or grade 1, okay? With a long A sound, grade 1, I would not teach a lesson. I'm sorry. Yeah. I would not teach a lesson, but the sound for the whole month, okay? For the whole month, I would not follow the DepEd guidelines on learning. Sinasabi ko naman na hindi naman. Basta, the very basic that a student should be learned is the sound, learning the sounds. Okay? So, ganito ang mangyayari, Ayan, nagsimula na. So, siyempre, ang unang dapat malaman ng bata, kahit sa daycare pa lang. Okay, daycare is, hindi yan sakop ng Department of Education, which, hindi, DSWD, Department of Social Welfare and Development. Okay? So, doon pa lang din sa stage na yun, tinuturo na yung bata na magkaroon ng familiarization or mastery in alphabet. Okay? So, doon tayo sa Department of Education, kay kindergarten. So, diyan, tinuturuan ng bata how to master the sound of the alphabet. Okay? Could you hear that? Alphabet. Okay. That's why I say alphabet, because the PH is the sound of F. A-L-P-H. Yung PH na yun ay F. Yan. Isa sa mga tinuturo sa elementary yan. Okay? So, let's now recite the alphabet. Okay, kung ako teacher, tuturo kang bata. Paano bang magturo ng tunog, ha? How to teach your student with a correct, or what I call the true sound of the alphabet. Okay? Kasi isa rin nakakalito, alam niyo yun. Merong Philippine accent, what about American accent, Australian, British accent. Nalilito rin eh. May version tayo. Pero alam mo, ang ating batayan talaga is American, okay? Yan ang ating batayan sa mga sounds natin. Okay, let's begin now reciting the alphabet. Okay, so this is a classroom setup. So, sasabihin ko, okay, children, let's have now recite the alphabet. So, repeat after me. Ayan, malino magsalita halimbawa yung teacher na. Para na sa gano'n na nagkakaroon ng retention yung bata na, pag lumaki bata, galing ng teacher ko ng kindergarten, ng grade 1. Ayan. Okay, let's get started. A. Tapos the student would respond, A. Pero pag sinabi mo sa student mo, A, ang mare-recall ng bata, ang matutunan, yun ding tinuro mo na A, which is very, very lazy. Okay? So don't do that, teacher. Okay? Instead, say the word in a very, very clear sound, which is A. Yan. B. S. Yun. Alam niyo yun? Kailangan medyo mahaba eh. S. With the beginning of the sound. C. D. E. F. Ayan. Diyan tayo mamaya magpo-focus sa F. Kailangan mahaba talaga. Hindi pwedeng F. Nako, patay na. Pag sinabing F ng teacher, F! I cannot help myself laughing on this podcast episode. All right. G, H, I, J, K. Okay, so are you getting my idea? Until hanggang marating natin yung tinatawag na the last letter, which is Z. Yan. Dapat meron tinatawag na distinction sa dalawang letters, which are C and Z. Okay? So, hindi dapat tinitipid ng guro yung mga ganyan sounds eh. Halimbawa, nagbigay ng example yung teacher sa kindergarten, grade 1. Dapat, from the very first day of the classes or the class, yung teacher ay dapat marunong sa sounds. At nagbigay siya ng mga CVC kung tawagin, o 3-letter word, or sabihin natin mga sounds that starts with letter Z. Sasabihin ng teacher. Okay, so let's read this set of words. So let's begin. Repeat after me. Sabi ng teacher. So let's begin. Zigzag. Ayan. Zipper. Zoo. Medyo binabagalan talaga sa kinder para yung sound ay talaga namang nagkakaroon tinatawag na retention sa kanyang o sa utak ng mga mag-aaral. Okay? So, yun ang idea, there are distinction between the letter C and the letter Z. Okay, so let's move on to the what I call the long vowel sound, which is long A, E, I, O, U. Okay, so yan yung mga basic lang talaga sa pagtuturo ng kindergarten teacher and grade 1. So, ayan na, nagturo na yung teacher na naman. So, the day has come again for another lesson in sounding. So, sabi ng teacher, okay, class, good morning, blah, 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 blah. Ayan na, nagbasa ng teacher. So, sabi niya, so, repeat after me. So, let's read this set of words with the long A sound. So, can you repeat the long A sound, pupils? Ayan, gano'n ng teacher. Sabi ng teacher, patay. Pag sinabi ng teacher na gano'n. So, the teacher, okay? the teacher is the key for 75% of the true learning of the pupils. Can you believe that? Okay, so before we move on, if you are newbie here or if you are kung ngayon mo lang nakita, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So my channel includes this is a podcast, but my channel includes also a travel vlog, daily life experiences with music, and this is a real talk. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so ayan na. So pinabasa na yung long A sound, sasabihin ng teacher. So that yun si teacher dapat talaga exaggerate, ha? So the teacher should be teaching with an exaggeration, okay? Hindi natin ino-OA. Ganon talaga sa kindergarten stage at grade 1. OA, overacting. Alam mo, dapat yung kilos ng guro, tapos yung buka ng bibig. A! Ganon. E! I! O! U! Long A yun, ha? Long vowel yun, ha? Iba pa yung mga short A na short vowels at iba-ibang mga sounds. Napakadaming sounds na dapat ma-master ng isang mag-aaral. Okay. So sabi ng teacher, let's read this now. Bake, yan. Lake, cake, etc. with the long A sound. So, nagkakaroon talaga ng pagkakatuto ang bata from the very first stage of the learning or in the elementary of the pupils na yung teacher ay dapat nandyan ang pinakamagagaling na hindi naman diyan talaga yung matyaga na magturo sa mga mag-aaral, lalong-lalo na sa mga sounds, vowel sound from the very basic of the sounding of the letter, especially the vowel sound, okay? So, tapos yung teacher nagbigay ng short sentence, sabi nga, no? Okay, let's read this. Sa grade 1, halimbawa, Kate ate a piece of cake beside the lake. Okay, can you repeat this? Sabi ng mga bata, kailangan medyo OA talaga. Okay, sabi mo, no, that is not the proper sounding of the A. So, kailangan ituro yung pagbuka ng bibig, ha? Importante yun. Sabi ulit, okay? Kate ate a piece of cake beside the lake. Ayun. Ganun pala dapat. Anyway, so I hope you are getting my idea on the long vowels of the sound, and includes the long E, long I, long O, long U. Let's have an example in long E. For example, feet. Okay? Hindi mo sabing feet. Kasi iba yun eh. May feet din eh. Okay? So what about the I, long I? Might, light. Yan. Ganun talaga. And then what about the long O vowel? Bone, cone, okay, something like that. And what about the long U? Muse, fuse. Ayan. Yan ang dapat na meron ng isang teacher with an exaggeration of teaching the pupils with the vowels sound. Okay? So, ito pa yung mga tinatawag na very classical na nadidinig natin sa mga parents. Okay? Doon naman tayo sa bahay. Sa mga parents na tinatanong yung anak, tinuturuan ng mga sounding o yung mga simpleng English. Sabi nga noon, o anak, ano ang English ng butterfly? Ganon. Butterfly. Fly. So, bago mag-aral ang bata, yan na ang na-intact sa isipan ng bata, yung tunog na fly. Isa pa, fish. Ganon. Anak, ano ang ulam natin na masarap ha? Fish. Ganon. Fish. So, kailangan ang parents din ay merong tinatawag na consciousness, okay? Kasi 'pag bago pa mag-aral ang mga bata, talaga yung mga magulang ang first teacher nila sa sounding, okay? So 'pag nadinig ng bata yung mga ganyang sounds, especially the F and V, okay? Nagkakaroon ng tinatawag na confusement, okay? Nako-confuse sila, ano ba talaga tama? Kasi ang na-retain sa utak ng bata nung hindi pa siya nag-aaral, na-retain na yung mga tunog na fish, butterfly, victory. Okay, so are you getting my point, listener, my dear listeners? Okay, let's move on. So I have another drill here. So I have a mirror here. Okay. So balik tayo sa classroom setup, classroom setting. Kung ang teacher ay matyaga kung paano niya ma-determine kung natututo ang bata sa mga proper sounding ng consonants and vowel sound and so on, kailangan meron tayong diskarte. Kung ako ay teacher, gagamit siguro ako nito, okay? So, halimbawa, nagkaroon ng drill yung teacher sa mga students niya o nagkaroon ng assessment kung paano ba nagagawa ng bata yung proper sounding. Like, for example, reciting the F with its vowels, okay? Let's say the fa, fe, fi, fo, fu, okay? So if I were the teacher, I would use this, okay? This kind of mirror. O, cellphone, pwede rin siguro. Basta may reflection na mayroong traces of mist of saliva dun sa sa mirror, okay? Let's begin. Okay, ayun na. So, halimbawa, yung tuturuan lang ng teacher yung mga tinatawag na behind pupils. So, na-assess ng teacher yung iba na marunong naman, pero yung mga nahihirapan ay dapat dumaan sa ganitong drill, okay? This is just a recommendation for the teachers out there listening to me. So, sabihin doon, fa, fe, fi, fo, fu. Ayan. Hindi ko na ipapakita yung mist of saliva. Okay, doon pa lang. Doon sa sounding na may with an air coming out and doon sa traces ng saliva, doon mo malalaman kung talagang tama ang tinuturo o natututunan ng eskwela sa kanyang natutunan about mastering those sound or those very, very basic sounds learning in the school. So I think mahaba ang ating pag-uusapan. So what we have talked about is just the fundamentals of the alphabet, the long vowel sounds. So itutuloy na lang natin sa susunod nating episode. I hope you have gained some knowledge or some wisdom or pagkakatuto, lalo na if you're a parent, if you're a parent with na aware ka sa learning ng iyong eskwela, and if you're a teacher, sana may napulot kayong konting aral, konting diskarte na kung saan sounding is very, very important to the teachers who are teaching in grades kinder and grade 1. So, see you next time. So, dito na nagtatapos ang ating episode. This is a real talk from Mauro Balos, learning sounds in the elementary, especially in the lower or the what we call pinakaunang hakbang na matutunan ng mga bata sa grade kinder and grade 1. See you next time and bye for now.